What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another voiceover. Here's another roll with a purple belt at my gym. Olson, really good wrestler. We start off here. I'm looking for the shoulder crush, but my elbow's too low. So I dig my left underhook in, and I get the shoulder crush on the other side. I get his head low so I can wrap it up with a guillotine and get the easy sweep because I can press his head in towards his chest. And I do a little hip switch here. I want to start searching for head control and getting my hips higher than his. So I start coming up looking for the darce, bringing my hips above him, and he takes his back to the mat. Someone flat on their back is pretty much impossible to darce. So I started thinking north-south. I need to get my head on the other side of his body, but he stops me with his left arm here. He does a little kind of reverse crossface with his left arm, which stops me from getting my head over. He starts trying to bring his knees back, and I started losing the position. So I decide to get up on my knees, get my hips high, control the position, and you see me constantly harassing his head here, pulling his head up, cross-facing. When you're bending the spine at the neck, it's really hard for people to be efficient with their legs and recover guard. So I keep harassing his head and dealing with his near side foot, holding his near side ankle here so he can't bring his knee in. That's the leg that usually gets guard back from side control positions. And here I walk north-south to get my Kimura grip. North-south is my favorite place to grab Kimuras. I was thinking quarter armbar, but he's able to get his right hand in here and start freeing his elbow and bringing his hips around and start bringing his knees back in. So I decided to go knee on belly to keep his legs out of the fight. I was thinking mount, and he stiff arms my hips here. You see how I'm keeping his head up right there? It's just weakening his legs. And here I'm going to step around, try to go to the back. And with his right arm there, he gives me three options, really. I can go to a triangle, back control, or mount. If he keeps the arm there, it's usually mount or triangle. He took the arm out, so I ended up in a kind of back control position, and now we're playing this ninja roll style, reverse half guard, reverse sit-out position. And if he gets his right knee under, he can win the position. So I got to make sure he can't get that right knee under me. Here I do a front roll, take his back with a ninja roll. Super, super fun scramble. Had a really good time in that one. Now I have back control. I have the bottom hook, and you see I don't put my top hook in. I think personally 2 hooks is probably one of the best or worst forms of control on the back. I do with this hip clamp. I call it hip clamp. Some people call it high ball ride. I don't play a whole lot of body triangles because I have really messed up ankles and knees. And if someone gets all wild with their hips or takes the lock to the bottom, I could be hurt for a few months, and it's just not worth it for me. Here Olson beats my bottom hook and takes us to that side, so I double wrist ride or Kimura lock his bottom arm so I can get diagonal control. Now he can't turn to his left to get his back on the mat. And I still have this leg across the hips, my left leg across the hips. So I'm still in a strong position. I take him over to my left side here, kind of get us flat a little bit so I can start recovering my right hook right in here. Now the hook's on the bottom side. I'm more comfortable with it. I try to trap his arm here. It's really hard to trap the top side arm most times. And he was able to get it out pretty easily. And now I'm just working my strangles here, working my back control. Here I'm able to hold his wrist and get my hands between his wrist and his neck. And I don't know what I'm looking at there, a little weird. But I'm able to grab his shoulder with my strangle arm, which to me is usually kind of a checkmate. Now I just need to fight the hands, get my lock. You see how I got a rotational finish there with my right elbow pulling down and back. Get my finish. Now here I check his balance. What are you doing? How balanced is he? Is he feeling strong there? If not, I'll wrestle up. He comes in, tries to get close, look for a pass here. I come up to my knees to defend the pass and try to do a little hip heist hop over, kind of a wrestling style motion. He moves his hips away to keep control. And you see how I pushed his knee back there? Super important when you're playing guard, especially half guard. You need to own the knee line. He's trying to free his knee line. He's doing a good job. I have a left arm underhook. He has a near side underhook. And I'm able to develop a left leg butterfly, and I'm able to get his hips high and recover my right knee position. Right in here, I get my right leg into guard, and now I'm starting to go to another shoulder crunch position. Because I have the left arm butterfly and I keep his head low, I'm able to sweep to my right with the butterfly hook and start maintaining top position. All week this week, we've been looking at Kimura traps from top half. So that's what I decided to go for. I get my right hand between his elbow and ribs, which is all you really need. And I use my left hand to free my knee. If you want to go Kimura traps from top half, you got to free the knee first, and then you can start your somersault. As I roll through, I don't really go for the back or any controlling positions. I just come up and try to do a near side Kimura. But his head is free, so he's able to come up and scramble, and I end up in top position. I'm thinking maybe a honey hole here, but I decide to make space and recover my guard. He's going to do a sit out here pretty soon, a long step. And because it's no gi, I'm able to pretty easily recover. Right here, I turtle and recover my guard. Now I have the wrong side butterfly, and I was thinking going into, it's called Yoko Sumigashi's, into honey holes, but he keeps his left instep inside my hamstring, so I'm not able to get there. I recover my position a bit, and now here, we're going to get in this little battle. I try to go triangle here. I want to control the wrist and push it to the inside, but he knows what's up, so he pulls his head out, and now we're just kind of battling here. He goes body lock, and as he goes body lock, I'm able to bring my inside knee, my left knee here, inside his hip pocket, which gives me a pushing mechanism, which means I can dictate distance. And whoever dictates distance from half guard usually wins the half guard battle. So now that I have my knee in position, I'm able to start harassing his head, making space, and I'm able to go into this rubber guard style position. I'm pretty flexible, so I'm looking for the omoplata, but we're no-gi, we're sweaty. He pops out, and the match is about to come to an end. Thanks, Olson. Great round. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to see in the future, go ahead and write it down in the comments. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again soon. Os.